Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is Sayyid Zaki Ahmed as a host for you. Today I'm going to talk about some places of the earth which are very unique in nature and have some unique features also. Have you ever heard that there is a place on earth that is where the sun shines 24 hours? Yes, I'm going to tell you here about this area also. So, have you ever known that the sea divides into two types of waters? I will show you later on here. Please continue to see this video till the end. I will tell you about Alaska today. Alaska is on the 57° north and 144° west. The Russians were the first occupants of Alaska from 10th century. They sold this land to USA in 1867 after Christ. Now it's a US state. Let's see the Alaska map. You can see here, and I have written in the slide also afterwards. You can see the Arctic Ocean is in the north. The Russia is on the eastern side of the Alaska, and the Canadian border meets on the west side. The southern side is the Gulf of Alaska, which is in the Pacific Ocean. Let's see the next slide. As we know, Alaska is a state of USA now. It is also the least populated, or I would say third least populated area or least populated state of the USA. Now viewers, I would like to discuss the city called Fairbanks in Alaska. It has a 24-hour sunlight during the period April 22nd to August 20th, where the sun never sets during this period. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you will find people running around, biking, gardening, walking, and all the markets are open also. This is the summer season of Alaska. This is a tourist spot also. People like hiking, running, golfing, and baseball games in the midnight also. In the next slide, I'm going to show you a midnight scenario of the video, a video showing this midnight scenario of Fairbanks. You can see and assess. This is not daylight, this is midnight.
She tells me shimmering on the moon. At the break of dawn, kisses bloomed easily to song. And I'd flood the earth for the whisper of these words. To have and to hold, so needed to grow. Easy love, let it go. To have and to hold.
Now viewers, let me discuss a few of the things before we see this phenomena of 24-hour daylight. You know, civil toilet is an aeronautical term whereby technically it means where the pilots and people can see whatever is on the land and everything. Time. So whenever the sun is geometrically 6 degrees down below the horizon or less, people will experience civil twilight, the usable daylight. So in this time, this all the people can see on the land in this visible light. We call it civil twilight. Normally it occurs before, after sunrise, and before sunset, and after sunset also. This graph is a typical example of the whole year in Alaska, normally the Fairbanks time, Alaska, where you can see the light is 24, yellow one is the sunlight, and the blue one is your civil twilight. So if you can see the light remains there the whole of the 24 hours during the periods in the summers, right? Starting from March, May, and July, September. So the sun goes up and when the civil twilight is there. So you can understand the concept of civil twilight. Now we will see this is Gulf of Alaska. Now here the water is being divided into two parts. You can straight away see that they are not mixing together. There is a line separating the two types of water. I'll give you the reason in the next slide and we'll give you a video also of sailing through these waters. Now the reason for parting of these two waters is basically the glaciers when they melt in the summers and the frozen ice on top of the Alaska when they come through rivers down below and then they meet together. They come in the ocean and drop in there. They contain all the sediments and dirt and filth, clay and sediment in that. You see that water when it comes in the Gulf of Alaska, it moves through the ocean currents in the Gulf of Alaska and they move from east to west. This is the main reason they don't mix in the waters. The area is the same, Gulf of Alaska, but the waters are not the same due to salinity, cold temperature, and frozen ice residue.
Soft as gold, she tells me, shimmering on the moon. At the break of dawn, kisses bloomed easily to song. And I'd fight the earth for the whisper of these words. To have it to hold, to need it to grow. Easy love, let it go. To have it to hold.
Now students, I end this my lecture today and the view kindly refer my parent channel that is Mindbenders 172 for more knowledge videos and subscribe if you are here for the first time. I am going to start a new channel lesson pair for my lectures and specifically for my educational channel which will be running in a due course in a few days. Kindly refer to that also if you need some more knowledge items. For all your queries you may contact my email given here or WhatsApp number